Hello! So this week we covered Chapter 12, in which we discussed computational strategies for addition and subtraction. With that, I felt that two of the biggest ideas were invented strategies as well as productive struggle. To start with, in terms of invented strategies, this basically meant that students needed to figure things out on their own, pretty much. So this was everything except for the standard algorithm, in which students had to solve a problem without any physical materials like base blocks or hundreds charts or anything like that. So it really was just being able to mentally compute things and develop your own conceptual understanding of it. And this was important for students. Second, I also thought that productive struggle was a vital point. Productive struggle basically covers that sense of frustration that students feel when they feel that challenge in what they are learning. Now, this is not saying that students need to do stuff that they're not going to understand. This is saying that students really need to focus in on how can they get that step further? How can they go above their learning level and keep growing? So that sense of frustration is actually healthy for them, and we should allow it to happen every once in a while. With that, one of the things that I really hope to implement into my classroom, and I plan to, actually is invented strategies and the use of direct models before implementing standard algorithms. So I feel that this is really important because, again, students need to develop that conceptual understanding of topics and have that number sense rather than that digit sense. And along with that, many other benefits include they're not risking as much error, and oftentimes problems are easier to complete with these invented strategies than the standard algorithm, and they're faster for students too. So I feel like that's super important. Along with that, I hope to spend several weeks, even months, developing those invented strategies and then implementing direct models, so those base blocks and those hundreds charts, and then moving up to the standard algorithm. One thing that I realized that I could work on this week, or that I learned from, was through the self-checks. Self-check 12.4 actually was the one that I learned the most on, and it was actually just a simple strategy. It was up over 10, and it asked for an example of an extension of students' knowledge of basic facts and place value to solving two-digit addition problems. And with this, I realized that all it meant was that adding or subtracting to get to that next tens place in order to more easily compute the problem. So that's what I learned. Thank you.